Well, hello. The new Miss USA pictures that have everybody talking. Forget the swimsuit competition. All the contestants stripped down to their lingerie, but given some of the controversy of the pageant's past, are the pictures a little too racy? And running for pay dirt, high school football coaches breaking through the salary wall, many of them making six figures, while teachers are being laid off and taking pay cuts. That sound right to you? Lakers are headed to Arizona, but if Janice Hahn says Los Angeles should boycott Arizona, maybe she thinks the Lakers shouldn't go either. Just forfeit the series. That sound right about to you, Councilwoman? Call him for a traveling violation or call him for being out of bounds. All the stories people are talking about and everything you need to know right now on The Filter. Hello again. Off the top, The Filter forefront, our top four of the day, including Here She Comes. Is that Miss America? But we'll begin with this. Do you want to make decisions about your life, or do you want the government to make them for you? That's a simple question. Who knows best for you? You or the government? Michelle Obama said today that television ads during kids' TV shows should be regulated. She wants media characters popular with kids only be used to promote healthy products. That's the way to control childhood obesity. The government will handle it. If you won't be in charge of your own kids, they'll take care of it. City of Pico Rivera is going to vote tonight on banning new fast food restaurants to help control obesity and promote healthy eating. The northern section of Pico Rivera already has 14 fast food restaurants, but more importantly knows what you should eat and doesn't want you to have another chance at fast food. Our contributors tonight, Megan Barth from redcounty.com and Doctor of Social Ethics, Charlotte Laws. Our pictures are furnished by Skype. Charlotte, I'm going to start with you. Do you want Michelle Obama or the city of Pico Rivera telling you what you can and can't eat?
No, I don't. And I'm generally an advocate of the free market. I think that maybe what's happening in our society, because there's so much, these nanny laws are so pervasive now. And I think it has to do with the fact that people in general are not taking personal responsibility for their actions. And there's this entitlement mentality out there. And not to excuse the political leaders, but I think they're seeing that, oh, people aren't taking care of themselves and protecting themselves. So let me create some laws to protect them. And then the people say, oh, well, I don't need to think for myself because all these laws are here to protect me. So you have this never-ending cycle. And I think that's why it's getting worse and worse. But the Pico Rivera situation, what it's doing is it's going to penalize the community. It means that it's going to be, we already have difficult economic times, and now you're going to have more trouble with making money for that community. You're going to have vacancies perhaps because you're not going to have fast food restaurants coming in and competing for those spots. You're going to be hurting individuals in that area, many of them who may be healthy and who may want to get their French fries once a month, but other than that, they work out and they eat right, and now they have to spend their gas money and their time to drive to another community and spend their money there. And when you create bad laws, what you end up with is outlaws, people that say, well, this is a stupid law, I'm not going to abide by it. So I think it's a very bad idea all the way around.
All right, 40 seconds. Megan, what do you think?
Well, I have to agree with Charlotte. The thing is, when does the regulation stop and when does the government get out of our lives? All of these regulations are certainly not going to make people thinner. What's going to make people thinner is if they get out and maybe walk to the fast food restaurant instead of drive. There's nobody sitting, in front of this family forcing a cheeseburger down their throat. They're making the decision to go no matter how many times a week to fast food spots to get their dinner, breakfast, lunch, or what have you. The government is going to come in with regulations. Is that going to stop them? No, they're going to find a way around it. It's about lifestyle. It's about choices. It's about decisions. And it's about making healthy decisions and healthy choices for your family. And the government simply cannot do that. It's the family unit. They need to make those decisions for the best for themselves.
I'll give you a caveat here. There is one other aspect to this story, and some are suggesting that a number of the stores and businesses in this area of Pico Rivera are mom and pop operated, and the city doesn't want any of the major franchises to come in and displace them, but we will keep an eye on that. All right, Los Angeles is in deep financial trouble. Mayor Villaraigosa has a plan to narrow the city's $485 million budget gap, and part of that plan includes cutting 761 city jobs. Two problems. One, city's top policy analyst says we need to cut an additional 1,000 jobs. Problem two, if we fire anybody, it's going to cost us $32 million. It costs you money. Last year, the mayor and city council negotiated a contract with a coalition of LA city unions. In that deal, there's a provision. Fire any city workers, and you've got to give them a 3% raise to more than 15,000 members of that coalition's workers. 6 months later, they get another raise. With the city in such financial strain, how in the world do city leaders agree to such a contract? How does the mayor put forth a plan to fire city workers if firing city workers means paying $32 million in raises, Megan?
the mayor and I are going to be friends really quickly. I can tell you that much, because what absolute mismanagement this mayor has given to this city over his tenure. The unemployment rate has tripled under his watch. The debt is out of control, and he still won't admit it. When you negotiate a type of contract that rewards firing people, what kind of contract is that? That kind of contract is called buying votes, making sure that the people that you are taking care of as mayor out the back door are going to vote for you when they walk in through the front door of that polling place. This is gross mismanagement by the mayor. He has absolutely no business negotiating these types of contracts on the backs of the taxpayers. What you have in Los Angeles right now are a very small amount of taxpayers paying the government workers, which the mayor expanded by 5,000, a much greater rate than the amount that the private sector created in Los Angeles. He bloated the government bureaucracy, he's chased away the taxpayers, and there's no one left to pay for these fat pensions and these fat contracts. He should be ashamed, absolutely ashamed. And those who voted for him can easily vote him out.
Charlotte, 45 seconds. What do you think?
I think that we need to look long term, and I think we do have some leverage. I think it was stupid to sign off on this contract in the first place, but I think we have some leverage, because what we say to the unions is, hey, you're right, we're going to lose $32 million. Maybe we shouldn't fire 761 people or 1,000 people. Maybe we should go back to the 4,000 number. And the unions want to keep these members employed, because that's how they get their power base. They get dues from all these individuals, so they need to keep all these people employed. And also, we can always use the bankruptcy card. I know the city council and the mayor don't want to do it because they don't want to be seen as failures, and they don't want to hurt their chances for re-election or for another political position. But they can say to the unions, hey, either you negotiate with us now, or you negotiate with the bankruptcy judge, your decision.
You know, I think, and of course our city leaders don't want to do it, but at the end of the day, the best option may be to file for bankruptcy.